So, far away Nisha, have you ever been made fun of for doing something cool?
I never do anything cool.
Well, same. Eddie Van Halen is a man who spent so many years shredding the ever-loving shit out of the guitar, his name is now synonymous with the instrument. Highly in demand for his skills, Van Halen can charge a premium for his time, provided he happens to be holding a guitar. The fact that makes it kind of amazing that one of the most famous pieces of music credited to Van Halen is one that he didn't get paid for, and one that he was even made fun of for recording.
So, what piece of music are we talking about today then?
We are of course talking about Van Halen's contribution to Michael Jackson's seminal #1 hit, Beat It, on which Van Halen played the solo. A clip of which is not going to be following this sentence because we want to make money from this video. It is not worth it, so we could offer a little behind the scenes glimpse into how videos are made here. One of the few reasons we so rarely reference songs is because you just get copyright struck straight away. So apologies that we're not going to show you any clips of Michael Jackson's Beat It or this solo we're discussing. We don't want to lose all the money from this and have it sent to Michael Jackson's skeleton. I'm sorry.
It's a skeleton.
Well, he's dead, isn't he? It's not like he gets the fucking money. That's what makes it more annoying.
It's just the way you said it, just to his skeleton.
Yeah, they're just going to dump it on his skeleton. It's fine. Anyway.
So, Van Halen. Oh my god, why do I keep saying it like that? So, Van Halen is a rock star.
Yes.
And Michael Jackson was the king of pop. So how did this come about?
Yeah, it does seem like a weird combo. The song today is very, very famous. And trust us, it's very, very good, although we can't play a clip for you folks at home. You're just going to have to take my word on that. Like Eddie Van Halen. Like, damn it. I'm falling into your trap now. Eddie Van Halen did absolutely tear that shit up. And it does seem like a weird juxtaposition of rock and pop, which is more common today, but back then certainly wasn't really a thing. And Michael Jackson is known as a trailblazer in that regard for combining elements of multiple genres. And the story goes that Van Halen had no real idea who Michael Jackson was. He was aware of his early work as part of the Jackson 5, but he was too busy being a large penis rock star to have followed Michael Jackson's later creative output. And the story goes that when Quincy Jones, the legendary producer, contacted Eddie Van Halen to inquire about whether or not he'd want to appear on the album Thriller, Eddie Van Halen thought it was a crank call and told Quincy Jones to fuck off. And according to Van Halen, the conversation was really embarrassing after the fact because he got a call and he's groggy because he's a rock star, he's waking up late. This phone call getting out of bed. The fuck is that? Answers it. Hello, it's Quincy. Am I speaking to Eddie Van Halen? He's like, I don't know what Quincy. Who the fuck are you? He's like, I'm Quincy Jones. Calling about Michael Jackson. He's like, from the Jackson 5? Are you fucking having a laugh? And just hangs up and he's found out, oh shit, it was him.
Oops.
And I'm just wondering, Nisha, because you used to work in a place where you would encounter celebrities of the D tier and A tier variety, so the entire spectrum of the celebrity world. Have you ever had a moment like that of just not knowing who someone was or not recognising them?
Yeah. There was a time when it was, they did the Full Monty live in Sheffield City Hall a couple of years ago now, and they did a VIP bar. Yeah, so the night started and I was serving these people and these ladies came up to the bar and I served them and, not knowing who they were, thinking they were just, anyone.
Just regular people.
Yeah, regular people. And the person I was working with said, oh, you just served the Golden Girls. What?
Who are the Golden Girls?
Yeah, I was like, I've heard of them, but I didn't know what they looked like. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, fair enough. That does, though, it reminds me of this legendary quote. It's known as one of the sickest burns ever slung during an interview, and it was completely accidental. And it was, I believe it's, I think, Farrah Abraham. She was on Teen Mum.
Yeah, I think so.
She's one of those people, she was one of those reality TV stars that desperately tried to cling to fame. And she organised an interview with a journalist. And during the interview, she went, well, recently I filmed a celebrity sex tape. And the interviewer went, oh, who's the celebrity? And she's like, I am. And he went, oh, okay then. It's like, God, that's so rough.
That's awkward.
Anyway, I'm always reminded of that because how fucking brutal that is. Oh, I filmed a celebrity sex tape. Who's the celebrity? I am. Clearly.
So yeah, I'm assuming after realising it was Quincy Jones.
The Quincy Jones.
Yeah, the Quincy Jones. Van Halen thought, this is legit, I best meet up with him.
Yes, and according to Van Halen, he went to the studio to meet with Jones, where he heard a skeleton version of Beat It, which I'm disappointed to inform you and our audience that a skeleton version is just like, a stripped down version with just the basic beat and some lyrics put in there without like the final layer of producing that's done, and not a version of the song played by a cool skeleton, which I'm saying so we can now put in a clip of Mr. Bones. And Nisha, do you know about the game Mr. Bones?
I don't think I do, but it looks really interesting. Looking at the picture.
Mr. Bones is a game where you play as a skeleton who plays a guitar.
Wow.
And there's sections of the game where you just press buttons to play a guitar. That reminds me a little bit of, have you seen anything to do with The Last of Us 2? Well, in Last of Us 2, there's a mini game of sorts where you play the guitar.
Okay.
And it's fully realised. You can play every chord. You can strum using the PlayStation touchpad. And there are people out there who've done full covers of songs inside Last of Us 2. And since we can't play any clips of Michael Jackson Beat It, here's a clip of someone playing a cool song from Last of Us 2.
So back to Van Halen.
Yes.
What did he think of the track when he heard it?
He thought it was pretty good. And the problem was, though, that he didn't like the place in the song. Jones wanted him to play a solo. And he told him, look, I'm happy to do a solo, but I think it'd fit better at like this part of the song, not this part. And Jones was like, that can be done. The problem is, like, Michael Jackson has arranged this track. Are you telling me you want me to rearrange a Michael Jackson track? And Van Halen went, yeah, I am. And according to Van Halen, he was thinking to himself, like, Jackson is either going to appreciate it or kick me out of the studio. Either way, Jackson wasn't in the studio that day because he was recording lines for an E.T. book, which I'm not making up as a thing that was happening on the day. So They rearranged the track while Michael Jackson wasn't there, and Eddie Van Halen ripped one of the sickest solos of his career. Something I feel correct in saying, because according to studio engineers who were there on the day that Eddie Van Halen played the solo for Beat It, the speakers in the studio literally caught on fire.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he played so loud and so fast, the speakers caught on fire. And according to the sound engineer, they looked at each other and went, well, it must be pretty good. And the story continues that Michael Jackson came in upon hearing that the studio was on fire, saw Van Halen, listened to the new rearrangement of Beat It, and rather than getting annoyed, as Van Halen predicted, was actually pleased that he'd changed the track and thanked Van Halen for, not just coming in to play a solo, but also contributing to the song and helping improve it using his own musical expertise. And Van Halen went home and promptly forgot all about it until he heard Beat It on the radio.
Okay, so what happened then?
Well, the thing is, Van Halen never told anyone in his band that he was going to play the solo on Beat It because they were out of the country at the time. And when they heard it on the radio, they were like, "Is that you?" He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, Why did you do this? You didn't talk to us about it. It's like, I don't have to tell you when I do favours for friends. Like, wait a minute, a favour? Are you telling us you didn't get paid? It's like, no, I didn't get paid. It was a favour for a friend. Like, but it's Michael Jackson, he's rich as fuck. It's like, whatever, maybe one day I'll ask you for dance lessons. Who gives a shit? And the band would just kept making fun of it. Like, you didn't ask for any money. It's like, no. It's like, did you at least ask for royalties? And he went, no. It was a favour for a friend. Like, you're an idiot. It's like, I don't care. But the thing is, though, that his decision to play the solo on Beat It inadvertently damaged Van Halen because of the success of Beat It, which was an absolute smash hit. Like, it was like #1 for several weeks. Like, helped propel Thriller to the #1 album spot ahead of Van Halen's latest album.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
So the band were right to be annoyed. It's like, you not only didn't get any money for this, but your solo is making this song one of the biggest hits in the world right now, which has helped his album sell more than ours. And that alone is bad enough, but the universe didn't stop stepping on Van Halen's balls because, according to him, because it was so unexpected that he'd work with Michael Jackson, like no one expected Van Halen to play a solo on a Michael Jackson album. Loads of people didn't think it was him. So not only did he not get any money, he largely didn't get any credit when the song was first released, and you'd think he'd be annoyed about that, but according to Van Halen, he's actually kind of amusing because it allowed him to dunk on shitty gatekeeping fans. And he liked to tell a story of the time he was in a record shop, just browsing the latest releases, and he overheard some kids talking as Beat It was playing. And the solo came on, and one of the kids turned to the other one and went, "Listen to this fool trying to be Van Halen." And Van Halen tapped him on the shoulder and went, "It is me." And in my head, I'm imagining that Van Halen had gotten those dance lessons from Michael Jackson he wanted, and at that exact point, just moonwalked out of the store.
Yes.
But that's the news that can have to live in my head.
So yeah, just mentioning Michael Jackson and his dance moves. I was tagged in a meme this morning actually, which said, when you're trying to put your shoes on without undoing your laces, and it's just Michael Jackson just tapping his foot aggressively. I've been tagged in that so many times, but it's never not funny.
The thing is, I've been there, because I don't like tying my laces, because fuck it, and it's ruined so many pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
To the point where, I've got several pairs of Converse. I think, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but all my Converse are ripped in a very specific way.
Yeah, I've seen that. They're split, aren't they?
Yeah, because I never tie the laces, and I've got quite big feet. And my feet are a size 10.5. So I don't like wearing 11s, but they don't really sell many 10.5s, so I have to buy a 10.
Yeah.
It is one of those things, if I wear 11s, and everyone's like, mate, you're always saying that so you got big feet. It's like, no, I want to be comfortable. I don't give a fuck. I'm not one of those guys. I don't care. So I have to wear shoes that are slightly too small, so they rip. And then my Converse look ripped, but then I just say, it's style. And no one's ever believed me yet. No one's believed me it's a style. But yeah, I've had that moment where you're putting shoes on, and you're a kid and you do the double jump and put your feet down to slam them straight in.
Yeah.
I broke the heel of my shoe. Great, awesome.
Oh no, I used to do that when I was younger, but now I actually take the time to do my shoelaces, especially with my Vans, because they cost a lot of money. So I'm having to undo and do the shoelaces each time. It takes forever.
Yeah. The only ones I do the laces on are these boots that I'm wearing now, and there's no fucking way I'm lifting my legs up high enough to show the camera what they look like, because I'm wearing skinny fucking jeans, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've only been awake for an hour. Fuck doing that. But yeah, always tie your shoelaces, folks, otherwise you'll ruin your shoes and have to buy new ones. I don't know how we got here, but we did.